Hey guys, it's Chris from Smithy Finance, and it's Monday, May 26th. Now, I just want to talk about Ivanhoe Mines. It's a holiday in the US, but Ivanhoe Mines came out with some crappy news this morning. Currently, the stock is at 1080, which is down 16%. Now, this is my second biggest holding. I've talked about it at length. I've been with these guys for 9 years. And I can tell you that this is the first time they've had some legitimate bad news. Basically, over all this time, they've hit their targets and over delivered, but they're in some trouble right at the moment. And let's talk about it and how serious it is. So, a week or so ago, they had some tremors, seismic activity, I guess they called it, at their Kakula mine, and they suspended it for a couple of days, checked for any damage, no damage. The tremors went, the seismic activity went away, and they started mining again. But it says here on Saturday, they were experiencing these tremors, seismic activity again, and have now closed the mine again. This time it sounds a little bit more serious. There's some water issues, and they need to figure out how and why this seismic activity is happening, which just by that sentence indicates that they're not sure if they are causing it or if it's a natural occurrence. Um, they don't know. They got everybody out of the mine. Everybody is safe and secure. 0 hour, zero injury hours. So that's great. But this temporary suspension of the mine is going to be more than just a few days or a week or 2 weeks. It could stretch on, and likely will stretch on for months. Sounds as though there's some flooding or there's some water issues. So they're pumping out water, but they need more pumps because the water seems to be greater than their pump capacity, by quite a bit actually, from what I'm seeing. So we can't sugarcoat it. This is not good news. Now, it is still temporary in the grand scale of things. In a year, this will be long forgotten, and it'll be producing, and everything will be great. But for now, they have suspended guidance. They've suspended their cost guidance as well as their output guidance. They do have another mine that's working, that's going well, and so there's still activity going on. There's still going to be having revenues, etc. But again, we just can't sugarcoat it. This is not great. Um, so as a trader, I read this morning. Everything was fine. It's a lovely day here. It's going to be quiet. The U.S. is closed. Bitcoin was up a little bit, so everything is cool. And then you get this undeniably bad press release. So I did sell some on the opening. It opened at 12, had closed at 1360 or something. Um, no, it closed at 1285. Sorry, opened at 12. Now we're below 11. It's 1077 as we speak. Um, I don't know, man. So I've sold maybe 20% of the holdings in my trading account. I have sold nothing that's in my registered account. I may sell more. I don't know. So if it rallies up, I would sell a little bit more. If it goes below 10, I probably start to buy some back. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm stumbling around. It's not a very clear video, clear on my intentions, because we don't know. That's the thing with trading, is that you never know. And if you remember the very first video I put out, very first one of the secrets of being a successful trader, I had 17 points or something like that. The first video went through 7 or 8 points. The very first point was, you will be disappointed. And that just goes with it. Now, my Bitcoin friends would tell me to sell all of my stocks and stick it into Bitcoin. That's the only sure thing in their view. I don't hold that. I don't quite hold that conviction level, and I think some things will outperform Bitcoin in the short term. But Aya was trouble. We've had Ivanhoe with trouble. The oil and gas stocks have been trouble. It's not been an easy year. I'm glad I do have the Bitcoin and the strategy that has helped the portfolio in the face of this. So there you go. I don't really have much to add to that. The news is bad. It's temporary, but temporary is now measured in months, I think, rather than days or weeks. And the stock is likely going nowhere and probably goes lower than where it is right now in the in the short term, in the few weeks or months or whatever. I could be totally wrong. Maybe they'll have some great news in the next day or two, and I'll be scrambling to get my position back at higher prices. But that seems unlikely. We have to be real as traders. We have to be real. We have to evaluate, and we have to move. And so, yeah, I've gotten a bit smaller. I may get even further smaller, but eventually I will come back in with a full position. So that's all I've got. Sorry I couldn't be more clear. And if you bought some on my say so, that's a drag, and that's part of the game. Though we have to accept that and do the best thing, and then drive forward. All right, thanks. See you in the next one.